What's going on, guys? The AFC and NFC championships are upon us, coming up on Sunday. We are here on Friday. We are here in today's video with the Bengals and Chiefs betting preview. We will be back later today with the betting preview for the 49ers and Rams. But for this video, put out the disclaimer. None of the information shared in this video are official VIP picks. Those will be posted on Sunday. You can get those over at KofSports.com, or you can message at KofSports on Twitter or Instagram. I will toot the horn. We did go 4-1 last Sunday, so we're looking to top that mark on this Sunday. So for this video, Bengals, Chiefs, we'll take a look at how these teams got here. We'll take a look back to their regular season matchup. Then we'll look at some trends for the spread, the over-under, and of course, the best part, player props. So let's get right into it. How they got here. Bengals finished the regular season 10-7. They got their first home playoff win in 31 years in the wild card round. Then they went on the road and knocked off the number 1 seed Tennessee Titans, who some will say were overrated, but it was quite an exciting game down the stretch. Bengals came through with a field goal as time expired for the win. Evan Big Dick McPherson, they're calling the guy. They say those Florida Gators are cold-blooded. So the Bengals have now won 7 of their last 9 games that they were trying to win, and they've been great on the road with a 6-2 record. They already went into Kansas City and beat them a few weeks back, just about a month ago. So as for the Chiefs, you could say that they have a little bit of momentum after their game against the Bills last Sunday, but what a finish that was. 28 points in the final 2 minutes. The Chiefs took the ball down the field on the first drive in overtime, and Pat Mahomes found Travis Kelce for the game-winning touchdown. We did have Kelce as an anytime touchdown scorer as a free play. So that was a fun one. But the Chiefs have now won 11 of their last 12 games, but that one loss did come against this Bengals team that they will be playing on Sunday. So let's take a look back to that regular season matchup. Bengals won 34-31, and Evan McPherson hit a game-winning field goal in that game. So very similar to what just happened last week. He's got to be all-time high for confidence going into this week, and I'm sure if he has that opportunity, he will take full advantage of it. But looking back to that game, the Chiefs did have a 21-7 lead, and then they had a 28-14 lead before the momentum really shifted in the third quarter when Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow hooked up for a 69-yard touchdown, and then it was really all Bengals since then. Down the stretch, there were some calls and flags from the officials that prolonged the Bengals' possession to win the game. But nonetheless, it was a great game. I am expecting a great game on Sunday, but let's take a look at the spread, over-under, and some player props. So the spread currently set at 7. Some books have it at 7.5. Bengals are the underdogs despite winning that regular season matchup 34-31 and having a good road record. But the books must be looking at the fact that the Chiefs did have multi-touchdown leads. I know I just went multi on you guys, but 21-7 and 28-14. If a few things go differently, if Burrow doesn't find Chase for that 69-yard touchdown pass, if the Chiefs get a stop there, they probably could have pulled away and got up by 3 or 4 touchdowns in that game. So I think that's why the line is here, but I think bettors are respecting the Bengals. A lot of bettors think that the Bengals have a chance to go in and win this game outright. So if you think that they can win it outright, then you probably feel comfortable getting 7 in the hook at 7.5, or you could even tease it up to 13.5 or even 14.5 on some books. If you take that 7-point teaser, you'll give a little bit on the juice. But if you get them 14.5 in an AFC Championship game, I don't know. Seems pretty good to me. Chiefs are now 10-9 against the spread this season. Bengals went 12-7 against the spread this season. Road underdogs went 3-1 against the spread and outright last week in the divisional round, so something to keep in mind. Over under, we got to keep in mind that these two teams combined for 65 points in their regular season meeting. The line is currently set at 54.5. The Chiefs went over 54.5 when they hosted the AFC Championship last season against the Bills with a final score of 38-24. Chiefs went 12-7 against the over-under this season. Bengals went 8-11 against the over-under this season. Chiefs averaged 29.6 points per game, and the Bengals averaged 26.6 points per game. Chiefs have gone over 54.5 in both of their playoff games, and Bengals have gone under 54.5 in both of their playoff games. But, we do have these two explosive offenses meeting again on Sunday. So if I'm going over-under, I'm probably going over. Now let's get into the player props. Smoke and Joe Burrow. Smoke him if you got him. His line is set at 287.5. Kansas City's defense did rank 27 out of 32 against the pass. Burrow has gone over this number in 5 of his last 7 games. He threw for 446 yards and 4 touchdowns against the Chiefs in the regular season matchup. And I don't think the Bengals can win this game without him going over on this total. I will say that. And I will leave it at that. Mahomes, the line is set at 289.5. He has thrown for 782 yards combined in his first 2 playoff games. That's an average of 391 yards per game. He did go under this total in the regular season matchup against the Bengals. He threw for 259 in that game. And he did go under this number in 8 of his 10 final regular season games, even though the Chiefs won 9 of those games. So there's that. On to the rushing props, and I'm not sure why there are no props listed for the Chiefs yet. Maybe there's still some status updates to come out for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. But for the Bengals side, Joe Mixon is at 57.5. The Chiefs had the 19th ranked run defense, but I feel like there were times this season where the Chiefs just could not stop the run. Mixon did go under last week with 54 yards, and he has gone under this total in 4 of his last 7 games. But knowing that Chiefs defense has struggled against the run at times, I think there is some value on the over at Mixon's prop here, 57.5. On to the receiving props. Jamar Chase, every week, his line just keeps going up. 85.5. It's currently set at as of Friday morning. He had 9 catches for 116 yards in the wild card round and 5 catches for 109 yards last week. He had 266 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns against the Chiefs in the regular season matchup. He beasted down the stretch, and he has gone over this number in 4 of his last 4 games with Joe Burrow playing. Hard not to like this over after seeing what he has done down the stretch and what he did against the Chiefs a month ago. Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, deuces. I mean, he's chucking deuces up to people in front of him and then just blowing by him. That's what he did last week against the Bills. But he kind of chilled for a few weeks where he wasn't doing much. I know he was dealing with an injury, but it's safe to say he's back. He had 11 catches for 150 yards and a touchdown last week. His line is set at 76.5 this week. I think he's going to have to be a big part of the game plan for the Chiefs to win. So I don't know. I wouldn't put this at my top prop or anything. I like the Chase prop better than Hill here, but I'll probably go over on Hill. But I won't make that final decision until Sunday morning. So you have to check out the VIP picks. Let's see. Travis Kelce, receiving yards set at 75.5. Kelce has blown this number away in his first 2 playoff games. He had yardage totals of 96 and 108. The Bengals did hold him to 25 yards in the regular season matchup, though. So, I don't know. You could really go either way on this one, but I think seeing the first 2 playoff games and how much Mahomes has thrown Kelce's way, probably value on the over. And then it should be noted that Kelce did find the end zone in that regular season matchup. He found the end zone last week for the game winner. Speaking of finding the end zone, let's just get right into our anytime touchdown scorer prop. So Kelce, minus 155. He is the most likely player to get in the end zone, and that's because he has scored a touchdown in 5 straight games. Probably good value on him finding the end zone again on Sunday. Jamar Chase, great value. Minus 115. Anytime you see minus 115, just about even money for a guy that found the end zone 3 times against his defense less than a month ago. Woo! probably going to take that one. That one looks good. Tyreek Hill, minus 150. We said the cheetah is back, and the cheetah will be a big part of the game plan. Minus 150 odds. Very likely to find the end zone in this game, which I think will probably be high scoring. Joe Mixon, minus 140. He ranked 4th in rushing touchdowns this season, and he did find the end zone last week. He didn't score against the Chiefs in the regular season matchup, but there's probably a good chance that he's going to find the end zone. And if you are going to take his over on his rushing yards prop, you might as well either parlay it or play him to find the end zone too. Another one here where we are waiting on some updates where there's no rushing yard props posted for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but he is plus 140 to find the end zone, and he didn't play in the regular season matchup against the Bengals, but his backup, Darrell Williams, had 88 rushing yards and found the end zone twice. So seeing the plus 140 here, I'm looking ahead, Plus 140 on Edwards-Helaire to find the end zone when Williams found the end zone twice against the Bengals in the regular season matchup. I think there could be some value there. Could make a play out of the backfield or even run it in, so we'll see there. Now, when I was getting ahead of myself, the plus 240. Long shot, Tyler Boyd. Sorry, I'm getting so excited for this one. But plus 240, he did find the end zone against the Chiefs in the regular season, and he has scored a touchdown in 4 out of his last 5 games. So that's our long shot for this one. Plus 240, Tyler Boyd to find the end zone. That is it for our Bengals-Chiefs betting preview. You can get over to KofSports.com. We will have individual game picks where you can download it, get the full breakdown of the pick. We will have video picks where you can pay, download it, have access to the videos with the pick, prediction, and all of the stats and analysis to go along with it. And then if you want our best bets, you can check out our VIP picks where you can have access to those at KofSports.com, or you can DM at KofSports on Twitter or Instagram. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Our 49ers and Rams video will be posted later today, so make sure you check that out. Like and subscribe to the channel. Really trying to grow the channel in 2022, but I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch, and I wish you all the luck with all of your bets, whether you're riding with me, fading me, going your own way, betting with your heart, betting against the team because you hate them. It is what it is. Enjoy the games. Championship Sunday, always a good one.